Well, good morning, YouTube. Matt and Roy back again. Back to you with another vlog. This is 25th of September, a Friday, a very rainy Friday here in Virginia. I got a lot of things to talk about in this, so let's get started. Firstly, that video of the dash cam is coming very shortly. I'll try to do that this afternoon, hopefully get it up maybe by this evening. I kind of felt bad because last night I was going to do it, but I got really busy getting helping get mom prepared for going to the hospital to get her knee surgery, that it got too late, and my room is just incredibly dark at night. I can turn every light on. I can turn on my fan light. I could turn on the fluorescent light on my computer desk. No matter what I do, it's still very hard to film at night, so I kind of put the kibosh on that last night. I have moved some things around in my room, and I'll show you that later. The HP triple core system has been sold. Gentleman came and picked that up this morning. And the main reason I sold that for two reasons. One, I could use the extra money, and two, really just didn't use it anymore. That computer sat idle probably for about 2 months. I actually used it the other day just to watch a YouTube video. But I said to myself, why am I keeping such a high-end system? I could just build a Linux box for there, and that's what I did. And I'll show you guys that when I get home. We're also preparing for a pretty nasty storm this weekend. I just looked at the radar. It almost looks like a nor'easter, but that usually doesn't happen until the winter. Low pressure system is going to stall over our area, and it's going to dump a heck of a lot of rain, which is a shame because this weekend is the annual Neptune Festival at Virginia Beach, and they're moving pretty much everything into the pavilion, or as much as they can. The sand castles are going to be the only probably casualty of this weather. They are still going to have them, but if we get a lot of rain, they're just going to wash away. So if you guys are into that, make sure you go early, because they're not going to think they're going to last very long. The one other thing I was going to tell you guys, I was working on my Dell XPS 8700 the other day, and I've been getting a lot of questions about how I like that computer's performance with Windows 10. Now, if you asked me this a week ago, I would have said, great, no issues at all. Well, unfortunately, that's not the case right now. At least this is on my Dell XPS 8700 specifically. I'm having an issue to where I literally have to restart this computer at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. And what happens is if I don't restart it, the taskbar will just basically, nothing will work on it. I can't engage the start menu. I can't engage the programs menu. Absolutely nothing will work properly. And another issue, it'll even go so far sometimes if I try to open a folder, I can't even view the files that are in that folder. So the only thing I could do is hit Alt F4 and restart the computer, and then it seems to be fine. Now, I've been on some forums, and I'm not the only one that's having this problem with Windows 10. And from the research I did, it's definitely a coding issue, and Microsoft is aware of it. You know, they try to beta test Windows for as many systems as possible, but there's always that unknown variable. So I believe this situation is going to be resolved within the next few weeks. Microsoft is still planning to put out another large update. They've done 2 so far, and the second one seems to have kind of made things worse, at least in my experience. So we'll have to see what happens. If Microsoft needs to get on the ball, I tell you, Windows 10 has a good, solid kernel, but there are definitely still some glitches in it. Let me look back to Windows Vista. I mean, that was Glitch City until Service Pack 2, basically. Windows 7 was good. When I first got Windows 7, I can't remember having any problems with it at all. Nothing serious. And, you know, by the first minor update, everything was pretty much fixed. Well, I'm almost at the thrift store. I'm going to try to take you guys in. I'm going to at least just film the electronics section. They know me in there, so I think they'll be okay with it. So, talk to you guys in just a couple of minutes. Alright, let's see what they got. Looks like an old laptop down here. Smart card reader. A little too old. Celeron Windows XP. $40. Timex alarm clock. That's pretty cool. A TreadNet gigabit switch. It's like a 24 port. That'll focus. Yeah, I have one at home already. These old Suntone, just AM/FM radio. That's pretty cool. See how much they want for that? $30. Not too bad of a deal. Actually has the remote with it. That's kind of rare. It's like an old pair of realistic speakers. $9. That's not too bad. Let's see how the speakers look. Yeah, they're pretty stuck on there. Yeah. I think they're a little too old, too small. Couple of very well used bread makers. I have a Breadman like that. Guess that's about it for today. Oh, really old 15-inch E-Machines monitor. Alright guys, I'm back in the car. Well, wasn't much in there today, though I did talk to one of the processing supervisors and they are going to be putting out some more electronics in about an hour or two, so I'll probably check back. Right now I have to head over to Harris Teeter and pick up lunch. Dad wants one of those roast beef sandwiches. I got him hooked on those, and I must say they're probably one of my favorites now too. It's only 10:45, but he has some work to do in the garage, so he wants to eat first, then go work in the garage, because later on tonight we're going out to dinner with the car club. So I'm going to head over there and talk to you guys a little bit later. Alright guys, so I am back home. Just finished my lunch. Going to head in here and show you what I've been up to. This is the computer that I replaced the quad core with. It's a Dell Dimension E310. It is a Pentium 4 hyperthread running at 2.8 gigahertz. And yes, I realize this is a much slower system, but because it's just running Ubuntu, it works just fine. Go ahead and enter my password and show you guys. Haven't done too much with it yet. It's got the basic Ubuntu desktop. I have two hard drives in here. One is a 160 gig, and I think the other is an 80 gig, so I got a total of 250 gigabytes of space. You can see there are not too many files on there right now. Got the computer and then the OS drive, so I'm using one for storage and pretty much one to run the operating system. But it seems to run pretty well. I do have Skype on here. Got the basic Libra writer. And it does have 3 gigabytes of RAM in it right now. I might upgrade it to 4. I think that's the max the system can take. But everything else here is the same. I kept the ViewSonic monitor, my Logitech C525. That's all the same. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here for today. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody. Thank you.